Hello and welcome back to Tharek Plays Battle Chasers Nightwar. And let's get back to it, shall we? So back into Harm's Way we go. And there's a lot of stuff I can learn about now. So let's go with the first and foremost here with Grimbeard's Smithy.
Yeah, I'm still here.
So let's chat.
You're back. Such a treat.
This insignia was dropped by a fleeing bandit. Is it familiar?
Yes, sir. From the Iron Outpost. Not the military mark. I can't make heads or tails of it. But Quall might. He's a strange one, to be sure. Most likely to know of anyone, that said.
He hasn't had much interest in speaking
Oh,
with
it's
us
the guy,
thus
yeah,
far.
okay. I know.
It may as be. But now you've got something interesting to discuss.
Yes, we do.
What could go wrong?
A
Come on
lot.
in.
Okay, so what do we do here now? We could probably...
There's work to
Well,
do.
actually, didn't he have... So this is on sale, would be worse though. The vented cannon is also not worth it. Nope. There we go. We've got these. A beginner's guide to accessories, to armor smithing. So I kind of want to get all of these. How to refine deep iron, dark scrap metal, thick hides, and silk scraps into superior forms for use in advanced recipes. Okay. Refine coast iron, scraps, hide, rough. Okay, so we're gonna buy basic blacksmithing, I think. Yeah, I've got more than enough gold for that. Choose how to craft basic armor using deep iron, thick hide, and silk cloth. Do we wanna buy these? Is that worth it? I actually don't know if it is worth it or not. But we can also sell stuff, I believe. So we are gonna do that as well. But let's...
Careful. What do you need?
Oops.
Right.
Never mind. Oh god. There we go. We need to go there, and then we need to use this. So we just learned refined wool, hardened coast iron, hard leather, and recipe learned stone cutter. Can we? There we go. So I don't have any hardened leather. I have no broken lysolot fangs. And we only have one hardened cast iron ingot. So we need to learn how to make those as well, I believe. And doesn't... I think he sells that as well, doesn't he? Thick hides, silk scrap, no. Basic accessories. Armor smithing, weapon smithing. You know what, sure, I'm just gonna buy all of these. It's most of my money, but I think it might be worth our while.
What do you need?
Possibly, and then I can still sell stuff in a moment as well. So use... the Warforged gauntlets. I'm just gonna check all of that in a moment. Now we've got the battle vestments, so that was armor smithing. Next up we've got the refinement. So that we probably didn't need yet necessarily, but it's still fine. Deep iron gorget of protection, sure. What's this? Basic blacksmithing? Okay, why is it still here though? Choose one how to refine coast iron, scraps of hide and rough wool, including... So... I would just need to go here, and then I can make hardened leather from this, but I need bone chips for that, which we don't have. Okay, but we can already make these. So let's go through this. We've got... These trinkets I'd really like to do, but we have nothing in terms of crafting materials there. And we definitely need to find at least some of those before we can do anything with that. Then we've got the armor. Can we do anything with that? We can go with the Veil Scout armor, which would be for Golly. But we already have that, which means I would need to go for a green version, or a blue or purple version of this. Which might or might not be worth it. And we need a crafting station, of course, to do anything with that. Oh, hey, on site. How are you? Everything's going fine on my end. And thank you very much for asking. I confused the order there a little bit. I apologize. That was weird. Okay, so these are also prerequisites. Is pretty high in terms of level. But yeah, can we? Something I'm not sure about is if we can actually maybe take apart these weapons to what's the word? To get more crafting items. I have no idea, but so far at least we wouldn't know how to. So that's okay. Yeah, we've got so many outpost tunics here. That's fine. We can also get rid of this, and we are wearing a purple version of this, but let's keep this for now. Not sell everything. Same with the rings, and we can definitely get rid of the mercury purple liquid though. Well, maybe we want to keep that in case we need it at some point. I doubt it, but who knows. So upgrading here could be good, but I don't think we're going to do that yet. I'd much rather check out the other shops here. You curious about the game? How does it? It feels really good, I think. First of all, I love the art style. It's really nice. I just love the guy that is responsible for that. And the combat is very satisfying, to me at least, right now. The turn-based, I'm gonna see about getting into another fight soonish, in case you haven't seen that yet, but it's really nice. At least I'm very, very happy with it. So glad to see you around again. I have a proposition for you. The sewer down below town have been infested with spiders. There's a sewer below town? Sure is. It's one of the perks of living here. What makes you say it's infested with spiders? Lots of folk have gone down there. They either come back covered in webs or not at all. If you could clear it out for me, I'd be real appreciative. We'll see if we have the time. Speak to me again whenever you're ready to venture down there.
Half pint or full?
So I think if I rest, I'm gonna reset my dungeon skills, which right now are almost gone, but I'm gonna go through everything again. I think we're gonna go down there in a moment. This seems like something useful. So what can we buy from him? We can buy consumables. He's got ale on sale. Common ale, not too strong, increases attack power by 16 for a few battles. Pauper slop. Okay, so this is basically buff food. Then we've got fishing stuff. Oh, so we barely poses. I'm gonna buy the shoddy fishing pole. Oh yeah, I probably should have gone with the basic one, but the shoddy was on sale, and I think that's good enough for us right now. So we'll see. Do I want to buy any of these? Is this permanent? I don't know. So just so fights by other YouTubers, but it just played an hour and didn't really give any thought about the game. Okay, well, the important thing is once you hit level 5, you unlock a few new skills, and that really makes the combat gain a lot of depth overall. At least that's my experience here so far, and I'm pretty happy with it. I think it's really a really good game because now my tank can actually tank. We've got a taunt, I can reduce damage, all that stuff. It's just things are starting to open up for us here, and I do like that.
Watch the road.
So let's see about that. How do I... And about the fishing, just to get that out of the way. It's a nice pastime so far. It's not too difficult. Okay, so the lure is actually permanent. That's good to know. So we can get that in. We can attract... Okay, some fish aren't too picky. I should get that lure higher, though. But apparently fishing is important for some things. I'm gonna see about that in a moment. Yeah, let's just do that. Oh, the enchanter remember that. Oh, okay, so I shouldn't have done that. Whoops. Yeah, survived the trip to the Iron Outpost. Let's go with that. I'm gonna see if I can demonstrate the fishing in a moment. It's a nice pastime, at least. And apparently it's somewhat important. So I turn out to be as capable as I hoped. Let no part of hunt go to waste. You can use materials you find from various beasts to craft various things. I've been out hunting too. Have a look at my shop to see what I've captured for the day. Maybe that you have a use for something I've found.
Greetings, warriors.
Wait, what? So, train. I can't give you any training at the moment. Come back when you're stronger. Hans, I don't think you're quite ready for that yet. Okay. Then we've got Browseware. So she sells crafting materials.
Yes.
And I already saw we do need the galvanized mech plating for something as well. So it's good to know that we can buy that here. That's interesting to see. Again. So does she have anything to sell? Yeah, okay, nothing. There we go. Would it be worth it for us to buy a better lure? Let's check with the curio guy up first, because I think now that's where the fishing comes in handy. Because the collector... Sell artifacts? Oh, yeah. Because now, for one, I can sell artifacts here. And that gives me a different currency here. I forgot what it's called again. Something shadowy. But this gives better items here, which is really nice right now. Ooh, that's really good. But let's see, do we need these for something? Might be. I think we can just sell these. At least that's what it feels like right now. Vibrate slightly when touched. I'm gonna keep these for now because I don't really know what to do there. With these, but didn't I already find out or find a fish that was something there? Let's go back to the fishing. But I don't know. Let's check this again. The Jub? Or what is it called? Oh, Yup. I'm not quite sure. Nope. Something. I believe I. What? Okay, so that also works. There we go. Where would I find the fish? No, I think it just gave me something because the fish just turned to items, something like that. We're not going to go into that too much. Let's talk with the guy from the curio shop again. Let's chat.
Why, hello. Have you brought me something interesting?
Yes, indeed.
While at the Iron Outpost, we witnessed bandits pulling a sword from a pile of armor. That pile of armor then promptly came to life and tried to kill us.
Ah, yes.
I mean, that's pretty accurate.
Quite fascinating what an artifact can do, especially to other artifacts.
What do you mean, other artifacts?
That was no ordinary set of armor you battled. It was an ancient artifact.
Okay.
Once worn by a lieutenant, cursed with power by Varus himself.
Sure.
Who is Varus?
Who, yeah, I was just about to ask that.
Just your run-of-the-mill archmage turned crazed Imperial, infused with the power of a blood demon, long since dead, or at least disappeared.
Run that by us again?
I'm no historian. Learn more on your own, if you must.
I mean,
forget it. The bandits, they may know where our lost friends are. And if they have an artifact, where can we find them?
If they found your friends, they'd be in Junktown.
okay.
Where is it?
To the east. Straight east, nearly. Only, there's a small problem.
There's a small problem.
Other than our friends who are missing, in my patience, wearing thin.
Calm down,
It's
Garrison.
been a long time. How have you been?
Thank you very much for resubbing for the second month in a row. Game night. Hi, buddy. How are you? And thank you very much.
A bandit cannon blocks the lone road going east. You'll never get past. If you try, I'll be sure to swing by and collect what's left of you afterwards.
I'm really not very good at controlling my temper.
Apparently so.
Now, there is another way. If you can get the blink station working.
Oh,
again.
so now we get an explanation what these things actually are.
A teleporter of some kind?
Yes, it can teleport you deep into the Rushlands. A dry and rough place. Nasty. Through
Nasty.
it, you can approach the cannon from the south and flank the cannon.
You can approach the cannon from the south and flank the cannon. Yeah, we've already run into the cannon.
You can
The blink station. How do we fix it?
So now we need to go south, I assume.
Down the east road.
Oh, no.
Just north of the cannon emplacement is
Banal
Banal
Cave.
Inside is a mana core.
Okay.
Grimbeard has sworn he can repair the blink station if someone were crazy enough to fetch it.
Sure, so we're gonna do that.
You definitely look crazy.
I mean, I also am. Obviously, I'm crazy. Well, no.
Go get it.
Oh,
Bring it
boy.
to him. Maybe he'll be bold enough to fix it for you and blink you down to the rushland.
I mean, I can also still understand how he can get that impression. I mean, it's a little girl with oversized gloves, a guy with a big sword, and a huge sentient war golem, which, I mean, it's kind of crazy.
Okay, we...
This conversation is no longer
And he's once again no
interesting.
longer interested in us.
However, your interest in alchemy is.
Oh.
Our what?
Alchemy? Why else would you have gone to the Iron Outpost but to gather all those wonderful alchemy ingredients?
Oh. Is the alchemist inside there? Was that Qual? Who killed his own assistant because he got annoying by drinking some... Oh, God.
Our lost friends?
My alchemy table is yours to experiment with. Just clean up any messes, of which there will certainly be many.
Pretty sure about that.
Goodbye.
So we learned a few recipes. That's really nice.
Close the door.
So let's see. We can craft flasks. We can get healing flasks and cleansing flasks going. I don't have any cleansing flasks yet. Can we make them better? No, we cannot. That's only equipment. I'm still gonna create a bunch of those. Just so that we have them. But now well, we don't have a lot of small bottles. I would need to buy those, I assume. What else are you selling right now? And what is on sale as well? Yeah, as we can see here, we can buy some bottles there if we want to craft more. And then we can also learn more here. Basic mana flask and a flask of strength for 50 gold. We're definitely gonna buy that and learn that.
Yes. Yeah. Goodbye.
But that appears to be it. There we go. Use. Here we go. Okay, nice. So we've got this to Bannock Cave. Do I want to go down to the spiders first now? Yes, she's got boxing gloves. I'm very aware of that.
Yeah, have a seat.
Um,
Stay steady.
What do we go for next? Am I still missing something? Do we want to craft something maybe before we continue? So the mech staff seems like something for Nolan. So I assume we might see him soon-ish. So by the way, I almost forgot on site. The art style is the same as for Darksiders, basically. As the person who did Darksiders, if you're familiar with those two games. So, yeah, that's why that might also be familiar. Okay, before we go east and go check all that out, we are just gonna... Let's enter the sewers. Let's see if that's something that we can easily do or how difficult that is going to be. And as we can see right now, we do have almost none of our dungeon skills left here, but we do still have 2 heals from Calibretto, and as long as I have those, I'm gonna feel pretty okay. How big is this? Not that big, so if I press M, nothing happens. But I assume there might be a big spider. I know there's a way down there, but because there's a way down there, I want to go the other way first, which turns out to be the right thing. So someone was studying something here, but it appears they have left in a hurry. Okay. So what does that tell us? Right now, I have no idea yet. We'll figure it out, though. So there's spiders down there. Let's climb down. And... is it gonna be the usual spiders? Yes, no, it's a cave spider, so these are a little bit different, and we don't actually know what they do. I could start with a burst, but not really likely. Let's see. Ah, what? Your stream from yesterday was out of sync? Ah, that's a bummer. That's unfortunate. Whew, you fish inside the dungeons on site. I'm hoping I'm gonna come across a fishing spot. Oh, only the recording. Okay, so maybe you can pull the VOD from Twitch and see if that's synced. It's not gonna have the right quality, but at least it's gonna be something. Yeah, you can still pull the 720 down, exactly. Nice. Yeah, so as I said, the fishing is inside the dungeons. At least I've only encountered it in the dungeon so far. I mean, I've only been in one real dungeon so far, the Iron Outpost, that we've exited a moment ago. So I assume it's only going to be in there. But yes, combat is turn-based. It's really nice. It's the basically like old school Final Fantasy style. Is this bad if I go in there, or is this hidden? I'm gonna try it out. Okay, so this just slows us down apparently. Yeah, okay. Yeah, slows us down for a little bit while we're there. Anything? Oh, we can do something here. A series of complicated pipes work to move the town's water supply. Since you know nothing about plumbing, you decide it's best to leave it alone. Nice. Can't really try any skills here on it. But maybe he can do... Nope. Isn't machinery beautiful? But maybe I can find somebody that can do something there. Let's see. Oh, the sewer pump gate. That's good. So this appears to be a makeshift sleeping area. Why anyone would sleep down here is a mystery. You can hear faint sounds from the tavern through the nearby sewer gate. Oh, there's a human skeleton. There don't appear to be any broken bones or signs of trauma anywhere. He or she may have died from starvation or illness. I don't think I can destroy it. The dungeon skills here do specific things, so they don't do anything outside of that, as far as I'm aware. But I assume this is still going to play a role somewhat later on. We'll see, though. We'll see. And since I only have one use of these left, I want to keep it safe for points where I know it's going to do something. So there's another spider, and then we can move through there. So we'll have to wait and see. So this is also I'm not sure where I've already seen that before, but I've seen that before. Is, as you can see right now, because this is a new enemy, at least for you on site in Game Night, since you haven't seen me play this before, we don't see his hit points on the bottom right there. You only see question marks, and he's also casting question marks. So once you fight these guys often enough times, as we can see here, I learn more about them. So I learn, once we've fought them enough, we know how many hit points they have, what skills they have, and all that stuff, which is pretty cool. But you need to fight them a bunch of times, so new enemies are always going to be a mystery, basically. Which is pretty cool. Let's just kill him. There we go. That's a mechanic I really like. It makes for, because every new enemy is basically a little bit of a new encounter again in that as well, that you just don't know quite what they are capable of. And if they have maybe some passive stuff and all that hubbub. Right now it's only single cave spiders. That's not that problematic. It's not even more than one. It's just the one the entire time, so it's not that big a deal. But let's play this a little bit safer now to get the healing going how I want it to. By the way, nope, yeah, there we go. Set up Sunder if he goes for a cast. And also, if you notice on the left, we've got the initiative, as you can see. And then the skills have a speed attached to them. The normal skills here, the actions, are instant. The abilities...
I hate you so much.
Oh, hey, thank you very much for the cheer, Game Night. And I also need to... lower the volume of the cheer. That was loud, that too. Oops. I also forgot to read the messages. I'm gonna finish my sentence and then I'm gonna read everything. So, as you can see, these also have speed. So Cleave, for example, is very fast. You can see that. Let me just use the mouse real quick here, right there. Which you can indicate and see how that's gonna affect the life initiative on the left. For example, the Warbred is just fast, which means he would act now be after the cave spider, all that stuff. So first of all, when Game Night resubbed, he wrote, "I know you love Game Night." Yes, I do. You're my favorite buddy. And then my first cheer goes to you, bud. Keep up the great work. You are beautiful. I got to go, unfortunately. Aw, that's a bummer. But thank you very much for the cheer, regardless. And see you soon, I guess. Okay. So we're just gonna deal some damage there. That's fine. As far as I'm aware, the game is somewhere around 30 hours or so, so it's not that short. Pretty much. But 30 to 60, and then there's New Game Plus and all that stuff, I believe. At least everything along those lines. Yeah, we're gonna just take a moment here. I'm gonna defend. So another thing about this, everybody that's been watching me for a while already knows this, but I'm just gonna explain this. As we can see, these normal skills build up overcharge, at least some of them do, which is basically a temporary mana pool that we can use instead of our actual mana. And I don't want to kill this thing right now, so we are going to just parry with him, even though he can't get attacked. But that means we can use the temporary mana instead of our own permanent one to go for spells. Basically, so now Calibretto only used 5 of his own mana to heal Gully there, since he had built up 10 overcharge there, and that allowed him to just, yeah, you spend those 10 first for the heal, which is really cool. So that's also another system in this game to do something about the combat depth and all that stuff. Oh, you know all the fight mechanics. You're an RPG. I mean, it doesn't hurt to just explain it again, I guess, but thank you for letting me know. So right now, this just feels like lots and lots of shorter fights, but not necessarily harder fights, but I assume that there's going to be a big bad mean spider at the end of this, but we'll have to wait and see. And luckily we got to act first this time around with everybody, and we can just kill it. I know it's fine, no need to apologize on site. So, oh, there we go, now we finally get a bit of a bigger fight. It's 2 spiders, because they were linked before we got into combat there. Okay, do I want to burst? Purify would heal everybody and remove debuffs. That doesn't really help us. I think we don't really need to go for the burst, so I'm just going to keep fighting these. I think once we've killed these 2, we should have fought them enough times that we are going to be able to identify them. No, let's just go with a Swift Strike. That should be enough with the Sunder. That once we hit them again, it's going to be enough, but do I care that much if somebody else gets attacked? I think we don't, so I'm just gonna go with the jab, which will knock out this one, so only one gets their attacks, at least. And then... now, 232 on Garrison is still fine. What do you mean? Any amount around 3 or 4 more stats? What exactly do you mean? There we go. Oh yeah, yo, even killing the one already revealed the HP from the other one. Okay, so that actually updates mid-fight as well. That's cool. So now we know how much or what they can actually do. I mean, I assume they're just going to be a little bit of stronger versions than from the spiders that we've already seen, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure if she could destroy this. I might try at the end, but I'm not quite sure. So let's move on here. Oh, there's a lever. Don't know what that did. Might not have done anything. Ah well. Never mind then, I thought you needed to grind more to show the HP. Oh no, no, no. We just need to kill them often. We have to encounter them enough times for that to play a role. Okay, so it showed a link to the one back there. Okay, and it actually got linked. They were very far away, so I wasn't sure if it was gonna go through. Okay, so this time around they are a little bit faster, so this might do something. There is not really a mini-map, you just see how many rooms there are, but apparently this is just one big room, and there's no additional rooms with this. So there's no real map here, so to say. Okay, so just went with not doing this again. If need be, I could just go with the burst and get the heal that way. But right now, I think we're still fine. We're still fine. Don't really feel the need to do much there. Let's go with the jab. Yeah, we're just gonna kill him. Triple dot means they're casting a skill anytime needed. Yeah, I'm aware. I mean, we also see them casting the skill, because it says casting whatever it is right now. We just didn't see what they were casting because we didn't have enough information about them yet. But now we do. Oh, there's something up there. It's another spider. So maybe pulling that lever does something? We'll have to wait and see about that. Yeah, and now we can also see on the bottom right, she's casting feed, as we can see. I usually pay attention to what they're going for down there in the right side. Also, just an additional indicator, at least in some areas, is that I want to try out something real quick. By the way, I'm not going to kill this one instantly. Another indicator here is that they don't attack instantly, because I think if they, at least so far, all the attacks that I've encountered are instant, something along those lines. At least all of our actions are always instant, so I assume theirs are as well. So if they don't instantly attack once it's their turn, they're gonna cast a skill which will delay their turn a little bit. So this time around he goes first. You know what, sure, let's go with the healing wave on Golly. And I want to try out Siphon from him, which will deal 18 damage. It's not that much, but it restores 30 damage for each enemy that is bleeding. This one is bleeding, so this should do that. And then she's just going to defend. I just want to see how that works. There we go. So he heals a little bit. Golly also gets healed up, and the bleed is not quite enough, but since he's going for a feed skill again, we can just kill him before he gets to do anything. There we go. That works. So we've got the chest here. Is it a mimic? Doesn't appear to be one. Nope. Oh! Defiled Blade Splitter. That seems like something for Garrison. Oh, okay, bonus damage the same, but I get plus 16 stamina. Seriously? Okay, so that means I'm gonna switch things around now. He's gonna go back to this Nature's Touch, which still will give him a bonus, but she's going to go for the better Nature's Touch since she's our tank. It makes sense to give her the better ring now. But this weapon is quite the upgrade, at least in terms of health. So stamina basically is our health. So give me a moment here. We can go into the game manual. It still doesn't work. Why doesn't it not work? Let's go through this like here. Let me just show this real quick. We've got stamina. So every point of stamina grants 5 health. Let me show this again. Here on the right side, we've got health, mana, and below that is stamina, willpower, attack power, all that stuff. There we go. So 1 point in stamina increases hit points by 5. And Garrison doesn't have a very big hit point pool since he's our damage dealer. But I just wanted to... Oh, there's an ambush. Thank you very much for watching this episode of Battle Chasers Nightwar. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please leave a like and a comment. And if you want to see me play more Battle Chasers, just stick around or follow me on Twitch. So yeah, once again, thank you very much for watching and see you guys next time. Bye!